Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today in this video we are going to learn how we create a list view in Salesforce Lightning as well as a Classic edition. So we will begin by learning the process of creating a list view in Salesforce Lightning, and as a bonus we will also learn how we edit and delete this list view in Salesforce Lightning version, and similarly we will also discuss creation and deletion process of a list view in Salesforce Classic. So firstly we will understand what is list view. So I will try to explain you with the help of an scenario. Suppose you are an HR manager and you need a records related to a specific department, but you don't have any filter to sort it out. So for this moment you need a list view. So we conclude that a list view is created to our jobs effectively, and it is used to sort, prioritize and analyze quick record within a given object using a filter area. So now we will move ahead and learn the working of a list view in Salesforce Lightning. So firstly we will discuss how we create a list view in Salesforce Classic Lightning edition. So our Salesforce Lightning version is an advanced platform to simplify the various business processes. So here you can see that I open my Salesforce Lightning version. So and in this we have to create a list view. So for this I firstly move to my app launcher, and from here I select the sales. As I want to create a list view for sales, so I search it in search bar and here I type sales and open my sales app. Then always keep one thing in your mind, we will create a list view for different tabs. So here above you can see there are many tabs. So here I click on a tab named leads. So I open it and here you can see that we have a viewed drop down. So it will show you all the recently viewed records of the lead. If you want to only see the today's lead, you have to select it today leads. So it will show you the lead which have been created today. So similarly like this, I want to create a list view. Here you can see that it names as a list view to get the users which are from the USA. So I have to create a list view for it. So for this you have to click on this gear icon. Then you have to click on this new and it will ask you to enter the name of a list view. So I want to name it as a view. It will automatically set its API list view name which is used for the development purpose, and then you have to set the setting to whom you want to share it. So I will click it to all user and click on save. So you can see that it will create a list view name with USA view. But now you can see that on the left side we have a filter option. So basically it is used to filter out the records. Like while using any e-commerce website, you will get a filter like low to high price, high to low, etc. Similarly like that you will create a filter. So here I want to filter out the leads on the basis of the country. So here I have to add a filter. So here I click on a add filter and here I have to select the field. So from here I select the country as a field, then I set the operator to equals and I set its value to USA, as I only want the records that have country USA. After successfully adding all this detail, I have to click on done. If you want to add any other filter, you can click on this add filter option and add another filter, but I don't want, so I will click on the save. So from this drop down arrow you have to select the USA view and it will show you all the records from the leads which have a country USA. So with this we have learned to create a list view. Now our next step is how we can edit it if we want to modify something in it or add one more filter. So from this drop down, firstly you have to select your list view on which you want to perform the edit operation, and after that you have to go to this gear icon and you different options. So I want to rename this list view, so I click on this and here I will add the new name of my list view. So I set its name to first name with B and country USA view, and I click on save. So here you can see that it will update my list view name to first name with B and country USA view. So now if you want to change the or edit the sharing setting of the list view, you have to click on this gear icon. Then you can see that it has an option named sharing settings. So while creating the list view, I set it to all user, but now I want to change it to only I can see this. So I select this and click on save. So now let's move ahead and learn if you want to add more filters, how you can add it. So for this you have to click on gear icon. Here we have an option name edit list filter. I click on this. It will show you this filter bar on the left side. You have to click on this add filter and then you have to add the field name. So this time I want to add the field as a first name, as I name my list view as a first name with B. So then I select the operator start with and I enter the value B, as I want my first name starts with B. So here you can see that it successfully add one more filter criteria. The first one is country is equal to USA and the second one is first name start with a B. And then I last click on this save. So here you can see that it only shows me the records from the leads which have first name B and the country USA. So here you can see that it shows me a name, email, company, state, lead status and unread by honor and etc by default as a fields to display. But if you want to change the fields to be displayed, you can also change it. For this you have to click on this gear icon. Then here we have option select field to. Here I selected. So here you can see that it shows us a box with two columns. The first column shows the available fields and the second one shows the visible fields. So we have to add the fields from the available box to the visible fields that you want to show, and if you want to remove some fields you have to remove it out from this visible fields box to available fields box by using these. So firstly I remove the unwanted fields from the visible fields box. So I don't need the name, so I remove it by using this arrow. I also don't need the state. I also remove this one. I also want to remove these unwanted fields. So I select it all and use this arrow to remove it. So now I have to add the fields which I want to display. So firstly I want to display the first name. So here is the first name. I select it and move to the visible box by using this arrow key. And I also want to show the country to you. So I will search for the country and show you. So here is the country field. I also remove it to the visible fields, and lastly I click on this save button. So here you can see that it shows you the email, company, first name and the country. And you can see that it will shows you first email, then the company, then first name and then country. You can also change the order of these fields if you want. You have to go to these select fields to display and it will shows in this by default order. So if you want to show the first name first, you have to select it and use these upward or downward arrows key for the setting their order. So here I move the first name to the first and remain rest as it is and click on the save. And now you can see that it shows you the first name, then email, then country and then company and then country. So you can see that if this first name with B and the country USA view show you all the records which first name start with the letter B and having the country as a USA. So by default I don't have any filter for this. I will create this filter by using the list view and I will edit it as per my requirement. Maybe at some time of a moment you don't need this filter anymore, so you can also delete it. So for this you have to select the name of the filter which you want to remove And for deleting it, you have to go to this gear icon. Here we have an option. So if you click on it, it will show you the pop-up for the confirmation. Are you sure to want to delete it? If you want to delete it, you have to click on this delete button. So it will successfully delete this. You can see it from this drop down. You can see now the filter with the name, first name with B and the country view is not more in this list. So with this we have successfully learned to create, edit and delete the list view in Salesforce Lightning. So now we will move ahead and learn the working with the list view in Salesforce Classic Edition. So here is our Salesforce Lightning version. By default, when you open the Salesforce, it will automatically open the Lightning Edition. You have to switch it to Classic first for working with the Classic Edition. So you have to click on your profile, and here you can see we have an option switch to a Salesforce Classic. So I will click on this first. So now we will learn to create the list view. So here you can see that we have tabs. So firstly I click on this plus button and it will shows me the all tabs. So now if I click on this drop down, it will show me the names of the tabs. So I want to select the sales, as I am going to work on this sales app, and after that I want to work on this contacts object or a tab. So now I want to create a new view. So here you can see that we have an option with the name create new view. So here I click on this. After that it will ask you to enter the name. So I will enter the name as a finance department. It will automatically pick up the unique name for the view. And the next option is specify filter criteria, and it will show you the honors. You can change it to all contact or a my contact, whichever you want, and then it will show you the fields which you want to filter out. And here I select the as a department from this drop down. So I select it, then I set the operator to equals to, and I set its value to finance, as I want to filter out the department finance. You can also add more fields if you want. Then it will show you the selected fields which you want to display. So you all know that you can change it by using these arrows similarly as you do in a lightning version. So here I only want a phone and a email. So rest of the fields I will remove from the selected fields option. So I select it and I remove, and I want to add the first name, the last name and the department. So we will search for the department. So here is the department. Now I add all these three fields. So if you want to change the order of these selected field, you can use this up and down arrow. And we have two additional arrow in this classic version, that one is top and the bottom. So here you can see that we have a last name and I want to move it to the second one. So I will use this up arrow for moving it to the second position. So now we have a first name. I want to move it to the first position. We have an two options. Either I will use this up keyword arrow or I will use directly the top arrow. So if I use this top arrow, it will directly move to the first position. Or suppose I want to move this phone number to the last position. For this similarly I have a two option. Either I use the down arrow or I will use the bottom arrow. It will move to the last option. The next we have a restrict visibility. So we have three options. Do you want to view it to the all user or only to you or to the certain groups? So I want to view it to the all user. I select this option and click on this. So here you can see that it will successfully create the finance department list view. You can see it from this drop down arrow. It shows all the records from the contacts that has department finance. So now we will learn to edit this list view. So here you have to firstly select the view which you want to edit it. I select it, then you have to click on this edit option. So we have multiple things to edit on this view. You can edit the view name if you want to. I want to edit this view name to the last name with G. Sorry for typing error. Last name with G and finance department. Then you can edit or add a filter if you want to add more. So I want to add one more filter on the field last. I set its operator to the start with and I set its value to the G. So now it will filter out the records from the contact that has department finance and last name start with G. Then you can also change the fields that you want to display. So here I don't need any phone number, so I remove this. Rest of these are the same. Then you can also change the restricted visibility. I remain it same and I click on the save option. So now it will change the list view name to the last name with G and the finance department. So here you can see that it will show me the last name which start with the G letter and having a department finance. So we have only one record in the contact with this area. So maybe at the some moment of a time you don't need this list view anymore, so you can delete it. So for deleting it we have an option delete. So I click on this option, it will show me the pop-up window for confirmation and I click on OK. So it will successfully delete this list view. You can check it from this drop down. It will not have the list view with the name, the last name with G and department finance. So with this we have also learned to create, edit and delete the list view in Salesforce Classic Edition. So if this video was helpful, click on the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one. Thanking you for watching and have a great day.